What's going on, my fellow Jedi and Padawans? Welcome back to another Jedi gaming video. Thank you guys so much for coming back to the channel. If you guys are new, welcome. Y'all are absolutely killing it on the support lately. We blew past that 500 subscriber goal super fast, on our way to 600. So thank you guys so much for that support. Been absolutely crazy. It means so much to me. Just as a thank you for that support, I am doing that little giveaway to 2 of my subscribers for those 2 $5 Amazon gift cards. So to be a part of the giveaway, you do have to be a subscriber of the channel because it is a thank you for my subscribers. And then second, you do have to comment giveaway on one of the 10 videos that I posted about the giveaway. So this one right here is number 6 in the series. My first one that I posted was about those 12 hidden messages within the Grasp of Avarice dungeon. And then the last video that I'm going to post, number 10, will be on December 23rd. So the last day to enter is December 23rd. And then I will choose the 2 winners on December 24th and we will go from there. But that is enough about that. Let's get into today's video, going over what I think are the god rolls for the weapons that come from the Grasp of Avarice dungeon. Now that it is farmable as of yesterday at reset, you can go in and at each of these encounters, every time you complete it, the chest will drop you loot, which is super amazing now that we can actually farm these weapons and get the god rolls, because I do love every single one of these weapons so far. Eyasluna kind of feels a little different than it did back in the day, but it still slaps super hard. So as you can see right here, the first encounter weapon-wise, the Ogre will give you the Matador. The second encounter, that Fallen Shield, where you use the servitors to shoot them as bombs and break the shield, you can get that Heroes of Ages sword, the Claymore sword. And finally, the last encounter, you can actually earn all of the weapons from the dungeon, making it the best spot to do the farmable encounters and get these god rolls. All right, so to start off right here, the first weapon we're going over with is our legendary kinetic hand cannon, which is a 140 RPM stasis burn actually in our kinetic slot. So for this Eyasluna, the PvP god roll that I am personally chasing right here is fast draw hand cannon sight for that little extra handling. Next, I'm going ricochet rounds just because this is that extra range and stability that you get. Now in this third slot, I got 2 different options that I'm chasing. Actually, perpetual motion, because you are always moving in Crucible, or you should be at least. And then also rangefinder, because it does give those 140s that little extra oomph at the range. Finally, for me, I'm going with snapshot sights just because I think kill clip is more of a 6s perk. And when you're playing 3s, trials, stuff like that, snapshot for me is going to be a better perk, and I think overall helps out with this weapon. And then for the PvE god roll for this weapon that I'm chasing, we're going to go with true sight hand cannon sights for that balanced feel. Next, we're going to go with extended mag because of that extra magazine capacity. And then our last 2 perks, I'm going to pair them perfectly. We're going to go with outlaw because precision kills greatly decrease your reload time, and then you pair that with headstone, so those precision kills decrease your reload time. And then also with this perk spawn stasis crystals. So with the stasis crystal changes in PvE, I love this perk. One of my favorite PvE perks for sure is headstone, and then it just pairs perfectly with outlaw. For our second weapon that we're going over right here, the 1000-yard stare energy sniper rifle that is an adaptive frame and does void energy damage. All right, so for the PvP god roll for this one, I am going to go with fluted barrel because of that extra stability and handling. Accurized rounds, like always, for that extra little bit of range. For me, I'm actually going to go with quick draw right here. And then lastly, snapshot sights, just because snipers don't feel right to me without this perk right here in snapshot sights. Now for the PvE side of this weapon, doesn't really have too much of a use as a sniper compared to other ones we have, but we're still going to give you guys a good roll right here. First off, we're going to go corkscrew rifling right here. Next, we're going to go with tactical mag actually for that little extra magazine, reload speed, and stability. And then for me, we're going to go with triple tap on this weapon just because landing those precision shots will give you 1 back. And then I'm actually going to go with demolitionist on this weapon or dragonfly. Demolitionist, I just like using it so you can get your grenades back a lot faster. And then next right here, dragonfly, just because who doesn't love that extra little explosion and those elemental burns. Our third weapon that we are going over right here is the Matador 64 arc energy shotgun with a precision frame. Now this thing is feeling pretty good in PvP, so for the god roll that I am chasing right here, we are going full choke. Next, accurized rounds like always pretty much. In our third slot, I'm gonna go with perpetual motion because like I said earlier, you're basically always moving in Crucible. rifle. And then I'm going with opening shot because this thing absolutely slaps and gives you that improved accuracy and range on your opening shot. With the PvE side, it's kind of like the 1,000-yard stare. We definitely have better shotguns out there for PvE damage, but we're still going to go over a good role that I think this thing can be used for. So for me, I'm going to go with small bore on this weapon for that extra little bit of range. Next, I'm going to go with assault mag right here so we can shoot slightly faster. We can put out a little bit more DPS. For the third slot, I know that this says right here that it is a PvP perk, but threat detector, when you are surrounded by a lot of enemies or even right up next to the boss, this will proc and then you get the extra reload stability and handling. So in the final slot, we're going to go with Swashbuckler for that extra little bit of damage. And then also, if you want, you can go 1-2 punch if you're using builds like the Bonk Hammer on your Titan or like your combination blow on your Hunter with your Arc subclass. And last but not least right here, we are going with this gigantic sword, the Hero of Ages. It is an arc sword with the Vortex frame. So for that PvP role, I'm going to go with Tempered Edge right here, Burst Guard in our second slot. In our third slot, I'm going to go with Tireless Blade. And then finally, I'm going to go with Assassin's Blade just to give that movement, speed, and damage increased from getting a sword kill. All right, and next on to the PvE role, which I think is what this thing should be used for. Definitely more of a PvE weapon. Me, I'm going to go with Jagged Edge because I love that extra 10 impact. Next, we're going Swordmaster's Guard because I do believe it is the best PvE guard, in my opinion, for swords. In the next slot, you got two different options, actually. Relentless Strikes, because landing those 3 light attacks will give you more sword ammo back. And then also Demolitionist, because kills with the weapon regenerate your grenade energy. And then I'm pairing it with Chain Reaction. So pairing Demolitionist with Chain Reaction, every single one of those Chain Reaction kills will give you grenade energy as well. So it is a super nice way of getting grenades fast, but also just Relentless Strike is classic, being able to get back ammo when you're doing those light attacks. So that's it for the god roll for these weapons, going over the both PvE and PvE god rolls. Hopefully this helped you guys out. Find something that you guys might already have in your vault or give you something to grind for going through the farmable dungeon now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.